7 of the NFL. And all eyes are on Jared Goff. He's been sensational as he leads the league in touchdown passes. It's the Broncos and the Seahawks, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 25.
Welcome in, everyone, to this presentation of the National Football League on EA Sports. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen up here in the booth. Should be a good matchup here, Greg. A couple of playoff teams a year ago that are hoping to take that ultimate step and get to the Super Bowl this season.
And oftentimes, that's the most difficult step, right? You go from being a perennial playoff contender. That's great. But now, how many of these teams can now say, okay, not only are we in the playoffs year in and year out, but we are a legitimate Super Bowl contender in any given season? That is easier said than done. But I think these two teams today both find themselves at the end of the year in that mix.
So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. Here comes the Denver offense, set to take over for the first time. Number 1 overall pick in 2016 leads him out, Greg. It's quarterback Jared Goff.
Really solid all-around performance last week, Mike, and I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. He executed the offense, ran it exactly how they designed all week in practice. Now, it might not have been earth-shattering performance statistically, but they got the win. If he can continue to play that style of ball, it's going to be a tough group to match up with.
Give him 14 on that play, one first down. Now the former Texas A&M Aggie, here's Devon Achane. And the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain. On second down, Achane. And he will take this down, close to a first down. Pickup of 9. They've got him a yard short of the sticks. They'll try and run it here. It's Achane. And he's not going to get the first down. Met and brought down in the backfield on 3rd and short. They do not get it done. Here it is on 4th down. A gain of 11 there as the decision to go for it pays off. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Goff. Short pass taken in by the tight end. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down. Now we'll give to Achane, heading right. He'll get a yard or 2 to the 8. 2nd and goal. They'll run with Achane. And this time he will work his way into the end zone. Devon Achane, touchdown Broncos. That's his 8th touchdown of the season. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Seattle offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the lefty from the University of Washington. It's Michael Penix.
I think the biggest thing that stood out from last week's game was when they went into the game with an initial plan, how quickly were they able to get away from that when they realized it wasn't working? I think they got a lot of unscouted looks, meaning the defense threw a lot of exotic looks at them, blitzes, different fronts and coverages, maybe things they didn't work on all week. So the key this week is understand what is the defense looking to do today and how fast can we make those adjustments if we're not having early success.
Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll go again with Swift. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. In motion, it's Jefferson. On 3rd down, Penix. He's got it! And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They bring the tight end in motion. And the rush too strong. They're in there in a flash for the sack.
To play in the NFL, you've got to have a short-term memory because regardless of whether the previous play was good or bad, they're going to line up and snap it again. In this case, really nice job bouncing back. They put the bad play behind them, forced the sack in the ensuing play, and they're right back on track.
And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. They'll try to run for it. It's Swift. The defense all over that. Met him in the backfield, stopped in his tracks, and it sets up 4th down.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking 1st down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
They'll go. It's Swift. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
The Broncos offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. He's putting together a very strong 1st half of the season. Currently the NFL leader in touchdown passing. A 2nd down throw for Goff. Now a screen set up for Achane. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. So from the 36, it is 1st and 10.
Maverick. 14.
From the gun, it's Goff. That's taken in by Achane. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Just seems nowadays, Mike, there's so many running backs in the NFL that you can classify as being dual threats. Of course, we see them every week make their impact on the ground. But here in the 1st half, it's his ability in the
pass rush gets home, and he goes down. So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the 1st quarter. 7-0 is our score. Greg and I back in Denver in just a moment. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Here's Goff. He'll try to hit him with a screen. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the 1st down. So it's going to bring up 4th down. And he'll get something there on the return, able to take this back to the 20-yard line. The Seahawks offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. In motion, it's Jefferson. They're going to go play action. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. But this is taken in by a teammate. What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. From the gun, here is Penix.
I don't have any real advanced analysis for this one, Mike. I mean, I think the simplest way to categorize it is this possession has been a disaster.
Kicking time for the Seahawks. They'll punt this one away. Rashid Shaheed back to return this one. That's taken in at the 50. And it's a good return here. He's going to set his guys up with outstanding field position. So now, out comes the offense, led by their quarterback as they take over once again. And he has been a tough guy to contain all season long, as reflected in those numbers that you see there. Luke Musgrave, the tight end, was the intended target there. And it'll be second down. On the carry, here's H.A. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up third down.
Super one.
Here's Goff. And on third down, that ball incomplete. So now they'll send out Evan McPherson for this field goal try. McPherson's kick is good. And the Broncos will extend to a 10-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. On first down, it's Penix. He'll get that to his tight end, Ben Sinnott. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. That's caught by Jefferson on the right side. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Another run here, another run by Swift. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Peyton Wilson that time in on the stop. From the gun on third down, here's Penix. He'll try to run for it. And he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a first down. On play action, Penix. And this time the rush gets home, and down he goes. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Penix. Now he'll run it, and he's able to take this for good yardage before sliding and hitting the deck to end the play. Here's a third down and 4. Off the play fake, here's the lefty Penix. And that is incomplete. DeAndre Swift, the intended target. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Eddie Pinheiro going to come on to try a field goal now. His kick is good. And the Seahawks are on the board just before halftime.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10.
Super one. Turbo set.
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. He'll check this down to the running back.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
That's complete. It's Jalen Waddle. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
That's good. 4 on Denver Broncos.
Hold on.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now Goff sending it deep for Waddle. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll try to set up the screen here.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
He'll go right and find his running back. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker. And this one's going to be downed inside the 20-yard line. The Seahawks offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. That one into the hands of Jefferson. And he's going to have this one up near the 28. Timeout Seahawks. That is their 2nd. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down. Here's Penix. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Here comes 3rd and 6. Now Penix. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Now a timeout Denver. That's their 2nd. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime. Here's their punter now. He'll punt for the 2nd time, looking to hit another good one. He'll take this in back at the 16. And that's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line.
Their own 26-yard line.
Goff to throw on 1st down. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. Still on his feet. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line.
And the Broncos first down.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Broncos is going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the 1st half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and Greg in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll start by heading out west to Glendale, Arizona. And it's the Cardinals who have the lead as they play the 2nd quarter. Meet Cole Hardman, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. From there, we'll head east all the way to the Steel City. Check on the Steelers at home in Pittsburgh. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Anthony Richardson, 4 touchdown passes. Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie. See what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. And they were losers in that game as they fall to the visiting Kansas City Chiefs. Bucky Irving, a touchdown run in the victory. It was Devon Achane who's had the strong first half. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. These two teams leave in the tunnel, and we'll head out with them. It's time to send it back over to Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen. Both these teams running through their final adjustments. It's time for the second half. And for the call, let's get it back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touch. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. They'll throw on first down with Penix. There is his tight end, Disley.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Penix now off the bootleg. That's taken in by Jennings. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. Plants. It's... Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. And it's recovered by one of his teammates. They'll run. It's Swift. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 3rd and long. They'll throw. It's Penix. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. The Seahawks sending out their punt team. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The home team's offense and running back Devon Achane set to go to work once more. And he continues to be a thorn in the side of defenses trying to stop him. Currently 2nd in the NFL in rushing. And he'll work his way forward to about the 21. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Goff. A short throw there, pulled in by Musgrave. That's the first grab of the game for the man leading the entire league in receptions coming into the weekend. He gets his team a first down. On the handoff, this is Achane. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. That's left side, caught by Musgrave. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. A run out of the gun with Achane. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Once again, it's Achane. Finding room to the 20. And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. Here's a run. That's a nice pickup, bringing it down to the 3.
And he just continues to chew off more and more yardage with every single carry. And you can see here with the numbers, Mike, for as strong as he was in the first half, it almost looks like he's gotten even stronger now here in the second.
Ball at the 3, 2nd down, and goal. But the fullback trying to power it home. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal.
12, go. Shot. Attack.
To throw is Goff. And he's in. Luke Musgrave. Touchdown, Denver.
Look, Mike, I don't want to imply that they drew this play up specifically because this is when the league is celebrating National Tight Ends Day. But you got to admit, it's kind of fun seeing him score on this day in particular and join his fellow tight ends who have also scored throughout the league. I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on two-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Throwing is Penix. He'll try to set up the screen here to Swift. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Second down and 8. From the gun, here is Penix. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Complete to Ben Simmons. It's a gain of 10. First down, Seattle.
Throwing now, Penix on first down. Open man is Jennings.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
He'll get this underneath to Swift. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
Complete to DeAndre Swift. A gain of 4 yards. First down, Seahawks.
They will run it over center with Swift. And drawing some oohs and ahs from the crowd, sidestepping his way. Nifty gain of 9 there. On second down, Penix. He'll swing this out to Swift. Whoa. They get 15 on that gain. First down, Seattle. On the give, here's Swift. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face second down and 7. In motion, it's Jefferson. On play action, Penix. That's caught by Jefferson on the right side. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down. From the gun on third down, here's Penix. He manages to get the throwaway and completes it.
Now they're entering the area of the field, especially with the amount of yards they've gained on this possession, Mike, where it feels like a touchdown is critical. For the defense, settling for a field goal here, especially with the ball where it is, feels like a win.
Here's second and 3 to go. To the end zone, it's intercepted. It's the safety, Jalen Petrie. And the Broncos will take over at their own 15.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The home team's offense. And their running back set to go once more. And this crowd certainly has liked what they have seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in. They have not disappointed, as they have the advantage here in the 4th. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5.
A gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
They'll stay on the ground with Achan. He'll gain 3 out of this, up to the 23. Now a 3rd and 2. On the ground is Achan. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. And his fine afternoon on the ground continues. The last run going to put him up over 100 yards for this one. Whoa! And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Here's a give to Achan. And he'll get this just past the 45 as he's taken down. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. That is pulled in by Musgrave. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts. Goff down to a knee. And that should be the final act in this one. So mile-high salutes all around. It's a win for the Broncos. They're able to bounce back after a difficult loss a week ago, respond with a much better overall performance, and it culminates in a victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Broncos are winners. As we say, so long from Denver.